Hello, boys and girls. I hope you brushed your teeth, you washed your face, and you're ready for your story. Tonight's story is going to be Exploring Candytopia. So, Andrex and Little Ted had helped design a new jet plane for the defense of Doggyville, and now they go on a little holiday of their own. So, what they were going to do is they were going to get in their boat, which they needed to redesign because it was bad, and explore Candytopia a bit more because they just assumed it was an island. But what if it wasn't? Duh, duh, duh. So, Andrex and Little Ted decided to redesign their boat. So, they hammered and they welded and soldered, and after a lot of burnt paws and burnt feet and burnt hats, poor Little Ted, they had finally recreated their boat. It was sleek and shiny, and it had a dog and a bear, a teddy bear painted on the side. And then they also decided to put a missile launcher on it. And then they also put an armory on it because if they found the toffee bear again, they would need to defend themselves. So, they checked out their new ship, which was powered by jets and propellers and all sorts of cool stuff. And it had a sail just for decoration. "Let's go," said Andrex. "Woof woof." "Yes, let's go," said Little Ted. Grr, grr. So they ran down to the docks, wheeling their boat, and then they pushed it straight into the water. Splash! Water everywhere. Everybody in the surrounding area got splashed with water, but Andrex and Little Ted didn't care. They jumped into the boat, Andrex turned on the engines, and off they sped towards Candytopia. And then Little Ted asked Andrex, "How do we know where Candytopia is?" And then Andrex said, "I installed a GPS and I put in the location of Candytopia. That's how we know." Woof woof! Grr, grr. So they sped off with their jet-powered boat, and within 5 minutes they had reached Candytopia. "Wow," said Little Ted. "That is really fast." Grr, grr. Andrex said, "It's time for lunch now." Woof woof! So they got out some sandwiches. There was a big breakfast one for Andrex, which had ketchup and sausage and hash brown and bacon and beans, but no mushrooms because Andrex took those out. And then there was a chicken and sweet corn and mayo one for Little Ted. "Wow," said Little Ted. "How did you know this is my favorite flavor?" Said Andrex. "I actually just went into the store and bought the cheapest one." "I didn't know this one was your favorite." Woof woof! "Well, now you know," said Little Ted. Grr, grr. So they were chilling out on the boat next to the cotton candy beaches, eating their sandwiches. And when they had finished eating their sandwiches, Andrex said, "All right, let's go." So Andrex and Little Ted went down to the armory and equipped themselves. Little Ted got out a taser because he heard tasers work on bears. And Andrex got out the Celebration Mark II, which was now smaller, so Andrex wouldn't have to carry it very awkwardly. So Little Ted asked, "Is it still as destructive as last time?" And then Andrex replied, yes, but now it's smaller, and it still fires the same amount of rockets. Cool, said Little Ted. So, they got off onto the cotton candy beaches, and Andrex and Little Ted went running around the island to see if they could manage to see if it was an island. However, after 10 minutes, they were huffing and puffing. Phew, said Little Ted. This is very tiring. Andrex said, I know just the thing. And so he got out a little snow globe. What's that going to do? said Little Ted. Watch, said Andrex. Woof woof, grr grr. And so Andrex put down the snow globe and pressed a button, and the snow globe exploded. Boom! Except it didn't explode like that. It exploded into a golf cart. A golf cart? Said Little Ted. Yes, a golf cart. That was the biggest thing I could fit, said Andrex. Well, now we can drive around the island. So that's what they did. They drove around the island in their golf cart, and they didn't see the toffee bear or candy pigs or anything they had seen before. And all the way around there was water, until they came to a huge volcano of fudge. And then when they climbed to the top, and they could see a huge bubbling pool of caramel lava. And they saw that the caramel lava was trickling down to the sea, where it hardened into actual caramel. And slowly but surely, more new land was being created by the caramel volcano. Wow, said Andrex. Wow, said Little Ted. Andrex quickly pulled out a blank map, and started scribbling on it with his pencil. A few minutes later, he showed it to Little Ted. Do you think this is accurate? He said. Woof woof. Little Ted looked at it. It portrayed the Candy Mountain, volcano, the caramel spikes, the lollipops, the ice lollies, and it even had a big red warning sign for bear. So Andrex told Little Ted, do you think it's good? I think it's good. And then Little Ted said, it's amazing. So they decided to go back to the ship. But when they came back to the ship, they found that there were pirates. Weasel pirates. They were going to take their ship. Oh, no, you don't, said Andrex, and he pulled out the Celebration Mark II and fired off 50 rockets at the weasels. Now, these rockets were special rockets. They were sticky rockets. They stuck to the weasel's fur and catapulted them high into the air. So they would land in the ocean. Quick, said Andrex, get to the boat. Woof, woof. Grr, grr. So they ran to the boat, Andrex turned on the engine, and they sped off from Candytopia. Phew, that was close, said Little Ted. Grr, grr. So, when they got back, Andrex pinned up the map in their little workshop, and he said, all right, now we have to work on making a colony. Why a colony? Said Andrex. So we can harvest the resources on Candytopia before the weasels get to it first, said Andrex. To be continued. Done, done, done! Okay, boys and girls, that's the end of the story. I hope you liked it. If you want to listen to the story again, we have the website at storytime.swavesey.org. We also have the radio at radio.swavesey.org. Alright, that's the story, and I'll see you next time. Bye!